Well, welcome to Top Bike TV. I'm David Ollie, your host for the evening. I've got my gorgeous co-host with me, Annabelle. How are you going?
I'm well, how are you?
Yeah, bulletproof as usual. And also, I'm a little bit excited, as I'm excited by your helmet, but it's a BMX night we're having, and we have a special guest. I'm with Warren Key. Warren has, he's been a local feature in bike shops in Melbourne for a long time, but he became a bit dissatisfied once he got to a certain age and had his own kids. He was dissatisfied with bikes for kids. Is that how the story went?
That's
just
sort
the history
of ByK Bikes, yep. It actually begins with my son, Aston, and there wasn't anything really satisfactory on the market, and so after making something special for him, became one, then another, and so he needs something with a more stable centre of gravity and a more efficient design. The fundamentals of my design.
All right. So has he got a one-off, or has he got one of the...
Yeah, he's always got the one-off. He's my son, and no expense spared, of course. Hence the reason why we have team models coming up, because he wanted a team model, and fun enough, very much in the Tour de France looks so inspired because he loves the Tour de France.
So what's the definition of the team model?
Well, it's called a team model, and it's considerably lighter again, and I'm the lightest bikes on the market, and it's got some cool new features on them. So a team range, team race R. Here I have this innovative, cool new kids bike, and aspirationally, my target group, which is the local school where my kids go, when I introduce this, they all love it. So and my kids want one, and as far as I'm concerned, that's good enough.
Okay, so just bring up into shot the one you're holding there. Is that a what is that?
Okay, so I think this is not my one, but this general category is the best thing that's happened to kids' bikes possibly ever. It's a learning bike, and every child that's learnt to ride with these pedalless, running, learning first style bikes, every kid that's had one, learnt that way, is clearly
going to win the Tour de France one day?
Well, maybe. That's where they start there. That's actually a little bit of my bugbear in the world. Now I'm a bit older and maybe a little bit smarter, is that every kid's bike that's sold is a heavy clunker, and so the kid has the joy of the new bike and the disappointment that it's not worth riding because it's too heavy and too slow. So those kids that are our future riders haven't had the history of being a kid on a bike because their bikes aren't really fun like my bikes are intended to be. So we've lost a little bit of the future of our bike industry and the good spirits of being athletic and outdoorsy because of one product not being sufficiently good enough for the marketplace. So my bikes are dynamically more efficient. We run these super clever taller wheels with narrow profile tyres, which the efficiency comes from. I've lowered the centre of gravity so it's deeper into the bike like a ballast in a boat. I've ergonomically corrected the design so that we can deliver, your child can deliver a more efficient pedal stroke. I've corrected the gear ratios, the brake leverage ratios, the size of the grips, everything, so it actually fits them. And so then they deliver a performance that they probably didn't realise they could. So when they ride the bike, instead of being a battle, it's fun. Okay. And if it's fun, that's good, surely.
Terrific. Now, what's next as your son grows up?
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's why we've got bigger bikes. Now I'm also a realist. I run a bike shop. I've been in the industry, just like you have, Dave, forever. I've found a niche in the market, a specialist niche. I'm good at it. I think I'm possibly the most researched kids bike person in the whole world now. I know there's nobody does anything like I do.
Well, I've been glazed on our show.
Yeah, well,
that's good. I like that.
Well, it's being bold, but its reality is that kids' bikes
are neglected.
Terrific,
Warren.
Good to talk to you, Dave.
We're all a bit more informed now about kids' bicycles. Thank you.
Good on you. Thanks.
And you can find out what's happening with all sorts of cycling from us. And that's about it for the show, Annabelle.
Yeah, happy riding, all of you people, or happy watching riding, if that's your bag.
And we'll see you back here next week. Thanks very much.
Bye.
Good night.
Nothing beats the feeling, riding with your mates, two wheels singing beneath you, warm wind in your face, flying through the cropland, time standing still. Small towns fade behind us, heading for the hills, and we'd ride out the highway, rolling through the bends, yelling